All right, we appear to be live. Hey everyone, this is Kevin the Apptrepreneur. No beanie today, and you might hear the sounds of the missus sleeping. We're actually not in California right now. We're in Las Vegas, um, celebrating our 1 year anniversary. It's funny to think that somewhere in this great city there is a fat guy smoking and complaining that nobody likes him, even though he doesn't treat anyone particularly well. Funny how that works out. Anyway, this was kind of like a last minute decision to do like a little quick live stream here while we're in the city that never sleeps, even though there's someone clearly sleeping over there. Hi Jody, how you doing? And this story hit while we were gone, and normally I would wait till Monday to do it, but it's like, well, like I said, we're in the city that never sleeps. I don't gamble. We've basically just gone to a couple restaurants and we put together our wedding album finally, and some long overdue gifts for the bridesmaids and groomsmen. But I read this headline from Business Insider and I kind of had to laugh. It was one of those weird stories that used to be commonplace in a couple of years ago when Travis Kalanick was on board, and now we don't read them as much. But we're gonna read this one. So the headline: So Uber is getting sued, and they're not getting sued because of bad rates. They're not being sued for fraud on the shareholder department. They're not even being sued for not following AB5. They are actually getting sued over their scooters. Now, what's going on with their scooters? Well, here's the story from Business Insider, and this is quite funny. A woman who says she dislocated her hip and broke multiple bones when she crashed an Uber rental scooter is suing the company for failing to equip vehicles with turn signals. That's what's going on. That's what's going on here. Don't believe me? It's right there. It's right there. It says right there. Ability to. Uber's getting sued because they failed to put turn signals on their scooters. I don't know what to say to this, to be honest. It's funny. It's really funny. At the same time, it's kind of weird because it's like, I don't think historically speaking, scooters have had turn signals. I don't even know if they're legally required to have turn signals on a scooter. But, well, there you have it. Aaron Norman, who crashed on the streets of San Francisco in 2019. Hey, Island, how you doing? Filed a lawsuit against Uber Technologies Incorporated on Thursday. She crashed when she lifted her hand to indicate a turn on a jump scooter, she said. Uber owned Jump until May 2020 when it sold it to Neutron Holdings, which operates as Lime. Norman needed emergency surgery and medical care for 9 months afterwards, according to the suit. Since the accident, Norman's quality of life has been, quote, unquestionably diminished. Norman accused Uber of failing to provide, quote, any device or mechanism to safely signal a turn, despite designing the vehicles for use on city streets where signaling is required. So maybe they did need to, put a signal on the Uber scooters or the jumps. So, anyway, obviously, I'm sorry that this woman has had such a bad go of things because of this accident. I don't know if she has much of a case. Again, I don't know if it's actually illegal to not have turn signals on the scooters. But, well, Uber scooters, their jumps didn't. And as a result, this woman got into an accident and now she's suing the company. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm personally always okay if Uber gets sued, but I also want the lawsuits to have merit. So I'm curious. Anyone here think this lawsuit has merit? Oh, we have Lori in here as well. I'd like to know if anyone wants to comment who's in here. Like this is, like I said, this one's interesting. By the way, I've got a back scratcher now. My back's been itching a lot recently. These things are so great. Only like $2 too. Player two says your hands are hand signal. Well, yes, that is what is being said here. She let's see here. She did signal um, herself, um, but it didn't end well. She still wound up in an accident, and so now she's personally, you're right. I don't think she has much of a case on that merit because yeah, she signaled, it didn't work out, and then she got into an accident. It's frankly hard to blame Uber for that one. By the way, Uber has not commented on this lawsuit whatsoever. So let's see here. The filing said that the technology exists to add turn signals to the scooters. If these defendants cared about the safety of their riders, they would add turn signals to every scooter in their fleet. Well, see, that's the problem. We're talking about Uber. Uber doesn't care about anyone. Lori says, "I thought you stopped those because of the virus. Stopped what because of the virus? Like stopped what? I don't know what you're talking about." Um, let's see. The other defendants in the case are Neutron Holdings operating as Lime and manufacturers Segway and Xiaomi. None of them immediately responded to requests for comment. The scooters. Uber did sell the scooters in May, and I believe the coronavirus was a huge reason why they did sell the scooters. But this woman got hurt last year when Uber did own the scooters, so I think that's why she's going after them. Also, they've got way more money than these other companies she's also suing. Um, Kevin, does it say if it occurred nighttime or daytime? It really does. Let's see here. Yeah, no, it doesn't say whether it was daytime or nighttime. It just said she crashed on the streets of San Francisco when she lifted her hand to indicate a turn on a jump scooter. That's all that said. And I'm sure once you get into more minor details like the semantics, I'm sure our opinion on who's in the fault in this would greatly change. Player 2 said, "That's like saying I looked both ways and then ignored the car she was going to cross in front of." Well, possibly. Jody says, "I don't think there's a case to be made out of this because of this. If this was the case, then the bike rental companies would have to all have signals to their bikes." Well, good point. And Jody really does not like Uber, so for her to like basically say, "I don't think this is Uber's fault," that's saying something. Hey, Slick Nick, how you doing? So anyway, that's the story. That that's the story. Probably won't do a super long live stream because again we're just kind of relaxing. This was just something that I did on a lark, just so that we'd have. Slick Nick says the scooters need to go. Well, I think because of the coronavirus, the scooters are pretty much gone. I don't. Uber got rid of their scooters. I don't think Lyft has theirs, or Lyft is going to get rid of theirs soon if they haven't gotten rid of theirs. So I just think the whole scooter thing, it was a phase. They thought that it would be something they could do, but it really ended up not being worth much of anything, especially once you got into this whole virus situation and people didn't want to be using something that someone else had been using. So Abstract Echo is here. Hey, how you doing? So, I also realized that as I was live streaming, that the driver sensei is live streaming, and it's bad. It's a bad time. Like if you, I shouldn't live stream when the driver sensei is live streaming because he has significantly more entertaining live streams than I do. So Jody says scooters and have old hat from the beginning. So basically, like they were old hat from the beginning. Possibly. Player 2 says, "What have you been up to since COVID? Are you still doing deliveries and such?" Nope. No rideshare, no deliveries. Like I said, interestingly, I'm in Vegas right now celebrating 1 year anniversary, but we're not really doing anything. It was just to basically have say that we did something for our 1 year. There's no shows to see. We're not doing the casinos. I mean, we have to walk through a casino to get to our room, which I feel very unsafe when I do that because social distancing is not being maintained very heavily in the casinos. And we'll be heading home tomorrow. Um, by the way, I guess I'll let everyone know we won't be doing the second part of our Prop 22 live stream tomorrow. Just, I'm too busy, so that's not going to work out, but we'll try to reschedule it for the following week. Thank you. I appreciate that. Anyway, folks, that was the story. It was a quick one. But thank you all for tuning in and watching me. You know the drill. Stay safe out there. Like, favorite, share, subscribe. And as always, flame responsibly. I think our next full episode of the Apptrepreneur Show will probably be Tuesday or Wednesday. I think something will go up tomorrow or Monday, though. I've actually filmed a couple vlogs that are fully edited, and I think they'd be fun to share. So, anyway, thanks for taking time, a few minutes to spend time with me, and I will talk to you later.